All right, welcome back to KM6LYW Radio, the show about amateur radio or ham radio, reimagining radio in the information age. Hey, today we're going to do some APRS packet radio. I know you've done this before, but today we're going to do it over HF, worldwide APRS packet radio, this time on KM6LYW Radio. All right, I don't know where to stop with those, you guys. You guys are killing me. I am getting a lot of suggestions, though, so I appreciate the bumper music stuff. Welcome back. So we should probably have a quick discussion about what APRS is. Really, in a nutshell, APRS is kind of like the SMS or texting side of your amateur radio. A lot of HTs. You can talk on them, yes, but they also have a way for you to text other radios and other virtual radios that are actually connected to the internet to do internet types of services. So you can get like the weather, do SMS messaging, that kind of stuff. So if you're not using APRS, it's kind of like getting a smartphone and only use it for talking. Let's do some texting on our radios. Now, historically, we've always talked about APRS being on VHF. That's 144.39 megahertz, at least here in the Americas. So in Europe, it's going to be 144.8, okay? And everyone's sharing information. Everyone's texting each other, sending beacons, sending your locations. For example, this DigiPi here is decoded a station called Hope Mountain, and we see it's 37 miles from here, and I don't know what it's reporting, a voltage or something. So this is just the packet or SMS traffic that's going around, and this is a global network, a global physical radio network on VHF that's connected to the internet in a lot of points in stations called igates. So let's say you're in the middle of nowhere. Let's say you're in Antarctica. There is another APRS network. It is actually on 30 meters. It's on 10.1476. And it's going to be on HF, and so it's going to be upper sideband data mode on your radio, and we can use the exact same digital transceiver to operate APRS globally using igates and Digipeaters that are located all over the world. We're probably going to reach them on your continent or other continents. So APRS on HF. All right, we've got DigiPi hooked up to a Yaesu 991, and we are on frequency 10.1476. Yes, it's got to be that accurate. Digital upper sideband, okay? And I think we're at about 50 watts. And what I'm going to do is go to the DigiPi web management interface, and we're going to start the APRS HF TNC. We just click on there. And we'll see the DigiPi goes into TNC mode, which it's in now. And now we're connected to the APRS network on HF. So the first thing I want to do is fire up web chat. That's going to give us like an ability to send beacons and do texting to other radios and other virtual radios. So we can get some internet/APRS services here. And then we go down here, click on the web chat launch link. And sure enough, here we are at the dead web chat interface. So I am going to, first of all, set my path to gate. Now, when we're on HF, we want to set the path to gate. I don't know why that is exactly. We don't necessarily want to be repeated because it's HF. Everyone can hear us anyway. So now that we're set to gate, I'm going to click on send position, and we are going to watch the DigiPi do a transmission right now. Turns red. Transmits. We don't have any ALC there, but it looks good. We made it. We sent our packet out, and that's okay. Hopefully somebody out there in the world heard us on 30 meters here. What I like to do is go out to APRS.fi and click on and search for my call sign, and when you click on it, you'll notice that we were actually received all the way up in Seattle. So here I am down in the Sacramento, San Francisco area. And that beacon packet actually made it out all the way to Seattle, Washington. So I don't know what that is I just made it this last minute. You got to make sure you look at the times too, make sure it's not an old one. So yeah, that was actually heard by WA7 GMX in Seattle. So we know we're connected to the APRS network, even if it's hundreds, if not 1,000 miles. Okay, so we're online. Cool. Let's see if we can get some full duplex stuff going. I know it's obligatory for everyone just to use the WX bot, but that's because it's pretty cool. So I'm going to send a message to a virtual radio call sign called WX bot. It's technically on the internet, but it has access to radio towers all over the world. And I'm just going to give it my zip code 95614, and then I'm going to hit send, and we're going to watch DigiPi and the Yaesu transmitting, and we're done transmitting. Now we wait. Hopefully we get an acknowledgement here and we get the little thumbs up. And then additionally, hopefully we get a message back from WXBot going out through one of the HF APRS Digipeaters. And sure enough, we did. We got 5 miles east of Auburn, California. This afternoon, sunny with a high of 85. Yeah, it's getting to be summer. So we actually got full duplex APRS messaging working here on HF, even though there's no local Digipeaters. And when I say local, I mean within the horizon. And we did this all on 30 meters today. And that is despite having a noise floor, thanks to the power company, of about 6.5, maybe S7 units. And the reason that's working, punching through all that noise, is if you look here in the packet logs, you come down here and click on packet log, pulls up this screen, and you can see these audio levels here. This is WA7GMX. This is his packet coming back, and you'll notice it says FX25. All right, it's kind of like AX.25, only with forward error correction. So the packets are a little longer, but they're sure, and they will get around pops and hisses and fades for HF. In fact, you can see there was a 6-bit, this decoder had a 6-bit error correction. And you see, when you see these numbers here, that's this error correction, forward error correction actually kicking in. So I actually didn't receive any packets without doing some sort of CRC error correction. Otherwise, we would see pipe symbols here. So that's pretty cool. We got APRS working, even though maybe we don't have anything on VHF locally. We could be on another continent and still have full duplex APRS. Now, full disclosure, I did wait to do this video for that geomagnetic storm that we just had to be over. It was like a G2, G3 storm. This wasn't working at all, right? But so now things are a little more normal, and we're actually getting packets to and from other HF APRS stations. So additionally, and maybe a little more practically, we can actually send SMS messages to a phone. Send and receive SMS messages being anywhere in the world. There's another virtual call sign called SMS. Thanks to Michael Phelps is hosting that. And again, the path is going to be gate. And we can either put in @ and then a phone number, or if you set up an alias, I'll put a link in the notes on how to set up an alias, so you don't want to give away your phone number. So I can do @CL, that's my initials, and say, hey, this is SMS over HF, exclamation point. And I'm going to send that. I'm going to see what happens. Out it goes. I know you can't hear the radio. I got some noise canceling stuff here going on. And sure enough, get it to light up here. Here is the SMS message. It says, hey, this is SMS over HF. I just got it. And it's really that fast. I'm actually kind of surprised. And I can say this is a reply. I'm going to send that back on the phone over the SMS network, and it's going to go out back over HF eventually and arrive here. So I just sent it. Hopefully right here we're going to see my cell phone SMS message arrive on the radio through the DigiPi in my web browser. And yes, here it is. I'm acting a little surprised just because I'm shocked at how well the forward error correction is working today, despite the noise that's coming from the power company. All right, so WXBot and the SMS, we got full duplex texting communication over APRS packet network on HF. So just for fun, I let this run for a little while and actually collected a bunch of stations that are out there, and I think you'd be surprised at where they are coming from. So I'm actually going to replay a log here of some of the stations I picked up, so I'm going to start that now. And we will see we've got a tractor 2,300 miles away, and we've got an Arizona station 1,500 miles away. We've got saloon and adult daycare 364 miles away. Hey, and the GMX station, that's the one I was just talking to here. And we've got a Canadian station. Looks like they're doing some messaging here, a VE station. We got SKP 1,700 miles away. And then actually, this is a big one. This is 7,200 miles away. We've got a APRS packet station, Victor Kilo 4 Alpha Bravo. all the way from Australia. So these are the beacons and messages and other packets from other stations that are on, they're just transmitting on 30 meters on the APRS network. All right, patrons, you guys know who you are. You guys are making all of this possible. And not only are you helping with the channel, you're providing funding for the SD card image for the Raspberry Pi for DigiPi. It's an SD card you put in a Raspberry Pi, you hook it up to your radio, and it gives you access to every data mode we talk about on this channel, using nothing more than your phone or a Wi-Fi device or anything with a web browser. So you can get that at digipi.org. Again, it goes to patrons of the channel. Download this SD card, put it in a Raspberry Pi, hook it up, and you are operating data mode. So thank you, patrons. So everyone here on this list has a copy of DigiPi, and so we know there are a lot of data users out there. That's the whole point of this, keeping amateur radio relevant in the information age. So every single one of you guys are doing it. I used to read all of your names. You know, maybe if you got a funny name, I'll probably read it, mostly because I lack that level of self-control. So, hey, thanks again, patrons. I really do appreciate it. My name is Craig, amateur radio call sign KM6LYW. I'm in California, and I'm clear.